And Amy, I have some things that, well, have been kind of ticking me off. For one thing, these camps where these people who are asking for asylum, which is legal, and even if they are someone just coming over the border illegally, they do have some rights when they are here. Number one, right to have water, clean water, to be able to drink. Don't you think so? Prisoners do. A change of clothes at least every other day, clean ones. I've talked to prisoners who have been in jail. Yes, it's usually a jumpsuit, but hey, at least it's washed every other day. Food, and a place to sleep in a blanket. Come on, people. We don't need to treat these people like we are treating them. Do you know what could be caused there? The diseases? Hepatitis A is a big one that can jump over to our population. People are hungry. I'm surprised there's not more people dying. Probably are, we're just not hearing about it, but that's my opinion about that. We need to treat these people better. I don't care, adults, children, I don't care why they came here. Pretty much they just jaywalked across the border, some of them. I'm not asking to set them up at the Ritz-Carlton. They're what they're getting now. And what prisoners get in jail would consider the Ritz-Carlton. I know. Y'all think, well, they should be treated like junk. They deserve to be able to go to the bathroom, have a shower, and have clean clothes every other day. Our prisoners have it. Why can't they? Well, prisoners have a place to sleep. They're only supposed to be there 72 hours anyway. And I can't see, no matter what, them going through this. PTSD that's going to cause, the attachment issues, being afraid to be from their parents, to finally get back to their parents. I've heard of sexual abuse. I've heard of abuse, period. You can't do this to people. There are people even there that are actually legal citizens. It's because, oh, we don't believe your papers are well because you were born in Texas. Well, you know what? The papers are probably well if they were born in Texas, for one. But two, just because my skin looks like this, doesn't mean my family was immigrants. Yes, in fact, actually, it does mean my family were immigrants. Some were here, some were Native American, some were African American. My cousin, great, decent president. I don't know how far apart we are, but Obama is my cousin. So is Mitt Romney. When we looked at the genealogy charts, and you know what? They're making sense. Obama, I actually liked Obama. And you can like our country and not like who's in charge. Hello, y'all on the right did that for 8 years. You accused them of being Muslim, not born, which, by the way, Hawaii has been a state since the 1950s, ladies and gents. And the fact that he was born in Hawaii, he was a U.S. citizen. In fact, even if you're born in Puerto Rico, you're a U.S. citizen. You're born on any military base, you're a U.S. citizen, by the way. But he was born in a state that actually is part of the States. Yeah. So, yeah, you can be born in Guam and still be considered a U.S. citizen. So I don't want to hear about, oh, he's not birthed in this country. And then I have another thing to say. To our lovely, womanizing president, racist, rapist, annoying little thing that we have as a president. Yes, I do not like you. I love my country. I don't have to like you. Doesn't say I can, have to. We are not made to have to like you. I love my country, but there are things that need to be changed in this country. There are a lot of people who did change things in this country, and y'all wouldn't have liked them then. Now, I thought I decided to read a few things that our president obviously has never read. Maybe if he hears it in voice format, though I doubt he'll see it because I only have about 6 followers right now, maybe he'll understand a few things. Number one, the first article of the Bill of Rights. Yes, thank you, the Bill of Rights. Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. That means any religion. Wicca, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, Hinduism, Buddhism. Yeah, I could go on. Or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Yeah, you heard that. Or abridging the freedom of speech or press. That means I have the right to say what I want. Yes, a lot of this is probably my opinion, but it's still my opinion. The press can say what they want. And the press is doing a pretty good job when it comes to the president, because he's an annoying little brat. Or the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances. Now, we've done a lot of things when it comes to that. Civil rights movements, we were gassing people, we were using... Yeah, there goes my daughter. She wants to be part of the video, see her? The thing. Okay, you're not looking. Anyway. We use water on them, those big water things to get them not to peacefully assemble. We've used batons on them in the past. Of course, I think you'd like to use them on now, but we do have the right to assemble peaceably. And we do have the right to want to change this country. There are things in this country that need to be changed. We have grown since day one in this country. Yeah, there she goes. That's my little princess. Ow! Watch the calls, darling. And we need to grow. This country has a long way. We didn't grow. We still have slavery. Women, and thank you, beautiful women in the past, would not have the right to vote. We would not have done a lot of things. Now my brain's going blank. Yes, we do have the right to bear arms. Most of it, though, is for a militia. Now, I'm bearing arms. Yes, I believe you have a right to own a gun. But you do not need a gun, a military machine gun. I believe you only have the right to have a gun that has 6 bullets in it. Ooh, that really pisses some people off, don't it? But there are guns out there that don't need to be used by people. And that I do believe. But most of the guns, it says militia. Yes, our state should have militias. And if you do think we need these guns out there where people can get to them, they need to be trained on them. And they need to be locked away. I'm not, I think everyone who gets a gun should go to a shooting range. I really do. I really think the mental state should be checked out. Now, that's probably freaking a lot of people out. But mental state is a mental state. I know personally how depression and borderline personality disorder and anger and stuff can affect a person. I don't like the idea of killing, period, yourself or anyone else. But still, 6 bullets is about all you need. That would solve a lot of school shootings. And then guns that should be, more than that, a militia or the government. Sit down. We are not fighting a war here. No matter what everyone thinks. I know you're probably like, hey, me myself, I prefer a knife in the back, but that's me. Okay, amendment number 3. Well, no soldier in time of peace be quartered in any house without consent of the owner. Amendment says, nor in time of war in a manner prescribed by law. In other words, you can't come over here and say, well, I'm going to live here. That's pretty much, soldier can't. Simple as that. Can't impose on you. That much, we don't want to worry about that one as much. Okay, the right of people to secure in their persons their homes, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot there. It shall not be violated, and no warrant shall be issued but upon a probable cause. In other words, ICE out there, unless you have a warrant, you ain't coming in my house. Same thing with the cops, sorry. I ain't doing anything here illegally. Yes, I'm white. I know. White privilege plays a lot into that. But you shouldn't be allowed to do that unless I want you to. Okay. No person shall be held to answer for a capital crime or otherwise infamous crime unless on presentment or indictment of grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in militaria when in actual service in time of war and public danger. Nor shall any person be subject to the same defense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in criminal case or to be witness against himself, nor deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken from public use without just compensation. Now that's a big one there too. Pretty much says you have to try me for it. And you can't kick my stuff unless I'm proven guilty. Now, the cops would take stuff and not be proven guilty. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to speedy public trial. Yeah. Right then, an impartial jury of state and district wherein the crime shall be and have committed, which district shall be previously assigned by law, be informed the nature and cause of the accusation to be confronted with witness against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witness in his favor, and to have assistance or counsel for his defense. In other words, trial, quickly, have a lawyer, write to a lawyer. And you write to people, say, hey, I wasn't there, Amendment 7. In suits at common law where value and controversy such as $20, the right of trial by jury. Okay, this is pretty much trial. Okay. Yeah, this is all trial stuff. Okay, see, $20 and no fact tried by jury shall be otherwise re-examined in court of the United States according to the rules of common law. Okay, excessive bails and fines and punishments forbidden. This is 8, by the way. Excessive bail should not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, or cruel and unusual punishment should be inflicted. Not being out of bed to sleep, not having clean clothes, not getting what normal prisoners in jails get. I think that would be considered cruel and unusual punishment. And these people aren't criminals, by the way. They come over the border. They're seeking asylum. But still. And, okay. The extermination and the Constitution of certain rights shall not be constricted to deny or disperse each others retained by the people. That was 9. Amendment 10. The power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states or reserved to states respectively or the people. Okay, that's the 10 Commandments. Now, let's go to, some of the things I think need to be mentioned. And then we'll go through what I think needs to be changed. There are people that have lived in this country that would have been probably considered radical and probably told to go back to their country. Funny thing is, though, the people that were told to go back to their country, you know what? The crime-ridden, infested country, this was their country. They were born here. Only one said, hey, I wanted to be a citizen of this country. So I guess we're talking about our own country, aren't we? And let me mention some names. And I think you probably know who I'm talking about. Martin Luther King Jr. He was a civil rights activist. He worked hard so that black men can vote without fines being He worked to get the Civil Rights Amendment passed. Rosa Parks worked to where segregation was gone. So did he. I don't know who James... But those are just the civil rights activists. Let's talk about some slavery activists. First, Lincoln. But that was, the white guy that... Oh, I should mention LBJ. Now, he's a very controversial person. He did sign the Civil Rights Movement, so... Yeah, he did that good. Did he do everything right? No. Let's see, did they give me my black people here that I want? The African American people? No, I thought they did. Jesse Jackson works with the Civil Rights Movement. I don't really know what he did, but let's see. He probably worked with Martin Luther King. That's not him. Is it Jesse? Okay. Frederick Douglass. Slavery mover. He worked to get rid of slavery, so... Harriet Tubman. She worked for slavery. Nelson Mandela, he worked in South Africa to end apartheid. This country has grown, yes. If it hadn't grown, we wouldn't have gotten rid of slavery. We wouldn't have gotten the Civil Rights Movement. We wouldn't have gotten FDR, who helped old people get Social Security. And we need this stuff and Medicaid. Yes, there are a few things that need to be changed in this country, namely the insurance. And we all know that. There are certain insurance medications that should be sold at cost or free. Some of them are mine. One of them is insulin. Anything to do with diabetes pretty much needs to be cost or free. Heart medications. That's including blood pressure medications. They deserve to be free. Anything that helps your kidneys run, your asthma medications, should be free or at cost. Now, there's a few things, or these are medications. As you notice, these are unavoidable things that go on. Now, there are some things that you should pay for. Ibuprofen, We are getting 100 milligrams. Opioids, okay. Lipidoids, well, I'm not sure what they should be done about that. There's some studies that say they work, some studies say they don't. Yep, there she is again. She's waiting to be part of the thing. Hey, baby girl. Now, let's talk about school. A lot of people can't afford to go to school. And it's gotten ridiculous. It really has. Should school be free? No. Should community college be free? Yes. Nursing should be free? Yes. Firemen, yeah. Doctors, the first couple years of study when they do emergency room, that part should be free. Now your first 2 years of college, no matter what profession, and this is at community college. This is the years when you go for your general math courses, your English courses, your all those courses should be free. Now, if you want to get higher than that, yes, you should have to pay. But I think a 2-year lesson burden would be great. Now let's talk about minimum wage. Yes, it does definitely need to be raised. It would help a lot of people. It would help me, though I don't work. But it would help my husband, because if that gets raised, disability gets raised. Right now, we all have people on jobs, full-time, they're needing food stamps and HUD. Think about that. We do not have factory jobs anymore. We are a service nation. Our jobs are pretty much at the grocery store, places to eat, the clothing stores, or the ones that include clothing and groceries, you know what I'm talking about, or at the pharmacy. These are the places we mostly have jobs at, unless you get lucky and get a tech job. Yes, it needs to be raised. Because if we don't raise it, they're going to pay you whatever they feel like, and if they feel like paying you $5 a day, they do, and they have. This is why we got a minimum wage. And we also need to make sure that the unions need to be shored up. Unions are there to make sure that we got better pay. And we need to stop taking teeth out of unions. They also are there to make sure we got better working conditions. Trust me, we've had people die because there weren't good working conditions. We've had children die in fires because there weren't working conditions. And there are reasons why we don't hire children anymore, because we got those regulations. The unions helped. I love my country. Don't get me wrong, I love this country. I love the rights we have. I love the freedom of religion. I love that we're not utilitarian. I love the fact that I love this country. I really do. But we have grown. And it's time to change some things. Yes, I know I'm left. But I'm proud to be a leftist. I do not have to like our president. Y'all didn't. We didn't question if we loved this country or not. We questioned why we were even here. But we love this country. Us lefties do. Just as much as you righties do. Just because we think we need some changes does not mean that we don't love this country. The country grows and changes. We all grow and change. And healthcare will help a lot. Helps people work better. Helps people work longer. Helps keep people off of disability. believe it or not, right now, yes, we're going to have more people get on disability because we've had years of not having good health care and our bodies being treated like junk. But in 10 years, 30 years, you will see a healthier, better change. And that's really all I have to say. Yes, I know. It's hard. I do love my country. But the fact that I have the right to believe in what I want. The fact that I can read what I want. Go where I want. But it doesn't mean this country is perfect. And nor never will be. But I think we can make things better. I'm not telling you how to run it. I'm just telling you what needs to be done. I don't know how to get the healthcare better. I know some things should be free. And some things shouldn't be. I mean, I really do. And thank you for listening to me. And I know you might not like me. You might not like what I had to say. But remember this. I love my country. And please don't judge. No matter what color, what you look like. People live here and came here from a lot of different places. My ancestors were immigrants too. And I love that we could come here. And the places that they're coming from, the immigrants they're asking for asylum, they're a lot worse than what we've got. Trust me, they are. I walk out my door, I don't have to worry about getting shot or kidnapped or anything. I'm in a pretty decent neighborhood, I will admit that. But I love that I can do that. And why shouldn't they have it too? And that's all I have to say. Thank you. Bye.